and I am Saint Germain, and I come to be with you at this time, in this momentous time that you have just moved through, and momentous even more so coming in the times ahead. For this is the birth of the new republic. You have just witnessed a historic event that has occurred where one side that had been completely opposite of the other side has now come together. Unification is happening right now as we speak, and that is what the republic is about. By the people, for the people, that is what it was meant to be. So know that as you continue to move forward in the times ahead in this new timeline that you are all creating here, those of you on this call, those of you that resonate to these words, and many, many other groups and people across the world that are in the ascension process right now and are becoming more and more aware of consciousness changing across the planet. Even though those of the forces of darkness would have you believe otherwise, they would have you believe that this is more of the end. This is the Armageddon that they have been working toward. This is the ending that they were looking for, the timeline that they had created. No, no more. That cannot be, because as has been said many times, those of the White Hat Alliance are completely in control of this whole script, completely in control of the movie that is playing out. And you have to realize that even as you watch the goings on, the happenings that are occurring that are seemingly negative, they are not. It is a purging. Just as the violet flame purges out all the old programming, it is doing so in purging out the old timeline, in purging out the programs that have been running rampant throughout the world for thousands of years, for those of the forces of darkness to make you or to help you and want you to believe that you are helpless, that you are not in control. But my friends, you are now in control. And what they have feared more than anything is your full awakening happening. And it is happening. The new republic is being formed. The unification of the world is coming together. First here in the country, the United States for America. There first is the unification happening and setting the stage for what is to come next, for what is in process of building now, where you will begin to see more of the dominoes falling. You just saw one. One historic domino has fallen, and it will lead to many, many more as this continues, this movie, this script continues to move forward. And you, those of you that came here to witness this, will begin to finally see it, where you have always been told seeing is believing, but you know, all of you, that is believing that is seeing. And because of your belief, because of your inner knowing, it is creating the seeing part coming into play. So be ready for this. Be ready for those of your brothers and sisters to begin to reach out more and more to you that have been telling them what is about to occur, what is going to occur, what is the process that is happening here. They will want to know more and more. So be ready for this. Not for those that do not ask for it, but for those that do ask. You shall have the answers. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, and that you continue to know that everything is happening right on signal. Everything is happening right as it needs to in every given moment moving forward. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om. Greetings to you, one who serves here. What a wonderful dissertation or speech from that one, Saint Germain. And we are ready here to assist you. One who serves, and Shoshana are here ready to assist you in your questions if you have them. Would there be any questions there?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
It's come sort of into my awareness recently, a bunch of things about sort of, try to state this correctly, ancestral lineage and sort of all the programming that has rolled through our ancestral lineage. And, you know, we're very much a part of that. But in this linchpin lifetime, it's kind of where it all ends, right? So can you maybe clarify or give us some direction on, you know, what is the goal here? Is it to clear, you know, all ancestral programming and things that have gone from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime? Is there a process or is there a goal to clear all that here in this lifetime to kind of end and clear all that and hopefully, hopefully, you know, free, if necessary, all my ancestors that came before me as well?
If you remember where we gave the idea of forgive, forget, and move on, that is exactly what you all need to do. Not only you that are listening to these words here, but for all across the planet, more and more to do so, to forgive anything that anyone has ever done to you at any given time, whether this lifetime or past lifetimes. Forget the past. The past is no longer necessary to hold on to. Certainly your loved ones, memories of your loved ones, these types of things, the good times, the joyful times that you have had, you will remember, but you will forget all of those things and all of those ones that have ever done harm to you in the past. And then simply move on. Move on. And yes, all of the old programming, the old memories, the old everything that was brought into your lifetime here will be of the past. Those of your ancestors, you will have memories of them, and certainly when you pass on from this lifetime, or even better than that, when you move fully through your ascension, you will once again connect to those very ancestors you are speaking of. Shoshana, do you have something you add here?
We can share on this. May we share our dearest brother?
Of course.
Dear brother, the programming that you speak of is patterns. So each being that is born into this consciousness, this third realm, comes with the previous patterns that have been bound to your being, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So the job that the light worker takes on, the enlightened one takes on, is to change the pattern. What you know as well, what you know that many do not know is that once a pattern is broken, it goes forward into time and it goes backward into time.
Mm-hmm.
So that the generations that carry the pattern, it is also broken for them because it is all one, you see.
Yes.
So when you endeavor to change something, it is changing all things. You see, it is changing all experiences. And it is releasing those that carry the pattern to release that pattern from their consciousness so they do not bring it in again, you see.
Yes.
This is difficult. What we find is that you all are doing this. You all are changing the patterns. You all are reversing the damage, so to speak. You all are doing this. And this is important to acknowledge that you are doing this.
Hmm.
Each time that you recognize your behavior was needed to be changed, needed to switch to a more divinely guided behavior, you are
Hmm.
changing the pattern. We find that you are doing this, you see. Now you are talking about the linchpin lifetime, and will it change for those in the past and those in the future? And it is a resounding yes, you see, because time is not linear. Time
Right.
is all things. So as you change all things for the good or for the not so good, you see.
Right.
The enlightened are aware of what needs to be changed, and they do it as you have. Does this make sense, dear brother?
You're spot on. That's exactly what I was getting at. Thank you so much.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste.
Very good. Are there further questions here?
I have a question.
Yes.
This is Nina. Could you speak a little bit about the astral, causal, and mental planes, and maybe a little bit about their purposes, please?
You're asking something that would quite you need to have someone
Reach your
use
phone.
their phones. You have asked a question that is very involved here to be able to even begin to explain to a third dimensional consciousness what the astral plane is, what the etheric plane is, what the mental plane is, what the causal plane is, and so on and so on. We cannot even begin to do so in this time frame here. But understand that you are moving at this point, we will say, into a realm of the astral world, into the fourth dimensional frequency. And it is difficult at times to do so because you are moving to an area that is somewhat unknown. When we say you are moving, we're saying your conscious knowing self is moving into this unknown realm. And in this unknown realm of the lower astral world, as you pass through it, and you are passing through it, this is why it is somewhat difficult and why those of the forces of darkness seem to have, and we say seem to have, more power and control. But they really do not. And think of it as you are simply passing through this stage into a new phase, what has been called phase two. And you are moving into that phase rapidly now, we will say here. But again, to differentiate between the different levels, different dimensions, and all of this is beyond the scope of what we can do here. Now, perhaps Shoshana can perhaps bring a more clarity in your question. If she
We will share, dear sister. May we share?
Sure.
First of all, we will ask you why you asked this question.
I think because I've heard these planes mentioned over the years in different readings and information, and I don't know, just have that, just curious about it and
So
for the understanding.
yes, we will share then. These are simply planes of consciousness. They are not complicated. They are planes of consciousness. So when you rise to the mental plane, for example, and you access the mental plane, You are solving problems. You are using your mental body to understand, to ferret out issues, to make things clear to you. That is what mental is. That is what your brain attempts to do. But the mental plane is accentuated by bigger things, by more clarity, by understanding. It is rising above the third dimensional plane of consciousness and accessing and understanding through the mental plane. You can access this. You can ask for it. And you do. You may not realize that. When you are in a what you call a conundrum, when you are solving a problem, because you cannot solve a problem with third dimensional consciousness that created the problem, you must rise above that. So that is what the mental plane is for. You can access that, and you do. The the so you have the mental plane, you have the causal plane. The causal plane is a plane of consciousness. The causal plane is where the causation occurs, where things are caused to come into being, you see. When you access the causal plane, and you do, you may not realize you are doing this, you are bringing things into consciousness. You are creating a cause within your third dimensional realm, you see. That is the causal plane. So you wish to cause something in your life, you access the causal plane, and you do this. The astral plane is a little more difficult. The astral plane does neither mental nor causal consciousness solutions, you see. The astral plane there's a lower and there's a higher astral plane. The higher astral plane is on the way to fifth dimensional consciousness. It is a little bit clearer if you can move past the lower dimensional astral plane. The astral plane is where, and we must tell you this, where duality is accentuated. When you enter the dark side of the astral plane, duality is accentuated and it is confusing and it is chaotic. And many of the beings that reside in the lower astral plane are chaotic and confused and are steeped in duality. But you see, the astral plane is on the way to the fifth dimensional plane. So as you clear the confusion, as you clear the chaos, as you move towards oneness and single-mindedness, you will rise above that lower plane into the light of the astral plane, into fifth dimensional consciousness. Does this help you, dear sister?
Oh yes, that's great. Thank you.
Yes, namaste.
I appreciate it.
Very good and wonderfully succinctly given. Would there be any other questions here? No more questions? Then we are done for the time. Shoshana, do you have a parting message?
We will say to all that are on this call, that are listening, that wish to expand their awareness and their consciousness and receive the idea of unity consciousness, and be and stand for that unity consciousness, that they move forward in this idea and that they steadfastly hold their ground and make this a reality for your world. Namaste.
Very good. And we simply say, sit back and enjoy the fireworks of the beginnings of the new republic, as Saint Germain has given. Shanti, peace be with you.
This call is being recorded.
And so, beloved family, we are welcomed into this perfect moment. I ask you to take one deep cleansing breath as we begin. For this is the breath of life, the breath of love, the first and eternal gift from Source. Here now we focus our attention on the threefold flame within our heart. The golden flame in the center is our eternal connection to Source, activated with every heartbeat, and the golden thread that rises from it connects us to the central sun. See this golden flame grow and expand to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. The pink flame, which represents the divine aspect of Mother God, and the blue flame, which represents the divine masculine and the masculine aspect of God, come together in perfect harmony and balance, dancing together to create the violet flame. Picture the violet flame growing and expanding to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. As you picture this for yourself, know that you activate these energies within every human heart, rising up, raising up into perfect unity. Now, visualize yourself holding your arms out to your sides. This is the diameter of your tube of light, a beautiful seamless pillar of white light which keeps you protected and insulated from this moment on. Visualize beloved Saint Germain and the violet flame inside your tube of light. Feel the love, the power, the purity all around you. Breathe it in. Visualize the violet flame outside your tube of light for added protection. We now call upon beloved Archangel Michael and his sword of blue flame, this brilliant blue and powerful sword of truth. Feel how it fits your hand perfectly. Bring it to your heart chakra. Set your intention. Raise it up. Swing it around your head and down around your entire body and 2 times under your feet. Feel how the violet flame consumes and transmutes all these energies you have released. Feel the freedom you have achieved. We also ask our beloved Goddess of Purity to hold space in all these areas until the ascension process is complete. Now, take a moment. Look down your tube of light. It is bottomless. It continues down into Gaia, inner Earth, and connects you to the crystalline energetic structure of Mother Earth. Now, look above you. See your tube of light. It is never ending, reaching high into the heavens, connecting you to the crystalline energetic structure above the Earth, carrying you onward to the galactic central sun. And now we say, thank you, beloved mighty I Am Presence, for this tube of light, which keeps me invisible, invincible, and invulnerable to all negative creation, and keeps me free now and forevermore until I am sealed in the eternal freedom of my ascension. And we thank thee. It is done by the power and might of 1,000 suns. For the light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. And the mighty I Am Presence is that light.
Now remaining in your tube of protective white light, focus a moment on your breathing and becoming more and more centered within yourself. Just letting the outside world just drift away for a little bit. Just focus now as you take a deep breath, breathing in the light, and exhale out any tension, stress, negativity of any kind. Just let that go out gently with the exhalation of your breath. Take another deep breath now, breathing in the light, and exhale out the darkness. And breathe in the light, and exhale out the darkness. One more time, breathe in the light, and exhale out the darkness. Now put your attention in your etheric body and become aware of the 9 chakra centers that have become awakened and reawakened within all of you, and particularly the alignment of those chakras. And if one seems to be somewhat out of alignment from your central nervous system, from your spinal cord, just simply gently nudge it back in with your visualization, with your mind. Just know that you are in complete control here. You control your physical body, you control your astral, and you control your etheric body and those chakra centers. And as you focus on each of the chakra centers in turn now, focus on raising the vibrational frequency within each chakra. And know that as you do so, you are raising the vibrational frequency within the corresponding glandular function. And as you do that, you are raising the balance within your body as well, bringing balance to mind, body, and spirit. So now focus on the Earth Star chakra just below your feet and see that as a deep earth brown color. And know that this is the chakra center that is the grounding point to Gaia. So whenever you want to ground to Mother Earth, this is the chakra that does so. Not the root chakra, as many have learned over the many thousands of years, more as a programming than anything else. And now move up to the root chakra and see that as a deep ruby red color, bright, brilliant ruby red color. And then as you focus on that chakra and focus on raising the intensity of it by raising the color into a brilliant, brilliant color, and each chakra in turn as well. And now moving up to the next, brilliant, bright orange. The next at the solar plexus area, bright, brilliant yellow. Picture a sun right there in that chakra center. Then moving up to the heart center, deep blue-green. Know that this is the balance point between the 4 upper chakras and the 4 lower chakras. Then just above the heart center, the high heart center, which has also become reactivated within all of you. And see that as a brilliant, bright magenta color. Then moving to the throat area, sky blue. Picture brilliant, bright blue sky. Moving up to the third eye in the middle of the forehead, purple or indigo. You can picture there a night sky. Moving to the crown chakra, gold or violet or silver. And then the soul star chakra just above your head, pure, brilliant white. Now, when you bring all of the chakras together, merging them as one into the soul star chakra, this becomes your light body or your Merkaba light vehicle. And know that in times past, when anyone saw a glow around another person's head, especially around their head, this was the light body forming. This was the soul star chakra becoming immersed in light and becoming the light body. Now, with all of the chakras being brought together as one, merging as one into the soul star chakra, feel that vibration there as you move your conscious knowing self into that Merkaba light vehicle, as if it was a small scout ship. Your light body or your Merkaba light vehicle, and feel yourself now beginning to rise away from your physical body. Just leave your physical body behind. Let it drop down below you as you rise up through the roof of the building, wherever you are, up into the sky, through the clouds. Feel the sun's rays on you as you move higher and higher. And you pass the Earth's atmosphere and become aware of the millions and millions of ships that are out here and the bodies of the solar system, the planets of the solar system, the sun, and especially the consciousness that is out here, away from the miasma of the programming there in the third dimensional Earth illusion. Become aware of the high level of consciousness and the high vibrational frequency that is out here as well. And as you look down on your physical body, way, way down below there, and get that sense of being separated from your physical body as much as possible, and that you are still connected, but yet you are separate from it. For your physical body is not you. Your physical body is just an instrument or a vehicle for you to utilize during your lifetime. Know that. Know that your etheric and astral body is more the real you, as well as the higher bodies beyond that. And at any time, when that time arises for you, if it arises, or when it arises, where you lay the physical body down and you move on beyond that. Again, you are not your physical body. But as you are looking down at your physical body now, see the violet flame that is completely surrounding your physical form. Each and every one of you now, the violet flame surrounding your physical form, engulfing your physical form in this violet flame. This flame which is now, right at this moment, purging out all the old programming, all of the old third dimensional illusion and the timeline associated with that third dimensional illusion. And now see that programming just simply being burned up in the violet flame. And visualize that actually happening. See the programs as you can visualize them moving into the violet flame and being burned up. And know that whenever anything is purged out, any of the old programming is purged, it makes way for the new programming to come in. The new higher level, higher vibrational frequency programming, higher dimensional programming that is even right now in this moment being brought into you, becoming a part of you. You are becoming this new programming, but this new programming is the new you. Think of it that way. And also see your carbon-based cellular structure within your physical body. See that transitioning now, changing as the violet flame is burning out all the programming. Also see it burning out all of the old cellular structure, the old carbon cellular structure that will no longer be needed as you continue to move through your ascension process and fully ascend. And when you fully ascend, you will have a crystalline light body. So think of it that way. Begin to think of your body as that, as becoming more and more crystalline cellular structure. For that is what is happening, even though at a conscious knowing level, you are not fully aware of this or even partially aware of it at this time yet, but you will be. It is coming for you. So now, from your vantage point of high above the earth, high above Gaia, see the violet flame now having completely engulfed the earth, completely surrounding and engulfing the earth, and all of the old programming, the old third dimensional illusions simply being burned up in this programming, or in this new programming, or the new programming replacing the old programming as the new timeline replaces the old timeline. As Archangel Michael said in the last week, do not see the timelines merging, but see them diverging. Old timeline, the old biblical timeline, the old Armageddon timeline, see that completely moving away from the new timeline of the new golden age of Gaia, the new golden age that is even now at this point beginning to become real, becoming reality to more and more people as they begin to think more and more about the earth, about Gaia being, a spirit being all of its own, having a life of its own. See that now. See Gaia transforming at this very moment, transforming into a new, higher light being than it already was. And as you continue to visualize this, see the new earth, the new Gaia, the new golden age of Gaia as it is being born at this point. See the resulting changes that come to the world, the unification of the world, unity, bringing everything together, unity consciousness. That is what this is all about. That is what you all came here for, is to bring about this unity consciousness in whatever way that you are able to do so. Whether you are doing it simply with your thoughts and your visualization, or if you are participating in some way in bringing about this new timeline, however it is, and certainly those of you that are on this call and listening to this message right now, you are a part of this new envisioning of the new golden age and bringing this about. This is your part to play at this time. Your mission, if you will. So now, if you would all begin to find your way back to your physical form, come back to your physical form, bringing your light body, your Merkaba light vehicle, merging it back down with your physical body. But as you do so, feel the new body, the new purged body that has purged itself of much of the old programming now. And all that needs to happen is for it to come more and more into your conscious knowing awareness. For the process has begun, has completely begun. And you just need to become more and more aware of it. So find yourself now coming back into a complete state of consciousness and circulation, fully revitalized and refreshed.